I come from a city called Bangalore in south of India, and my language, my mother tongue is Kannada. It is derived from Sanskrit. The first poem I'm going to read in Kannada and the rest in English. ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಎಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಎಂದರೆ ಬಾಯಿ ಬರದ ನಾಲಿಗೆ, ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ಕವಿತೆ ಬರೆಯುವುದೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ನನ್ನ ಉಪ್ಪಿನಕಾಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ನಿನ್ನ ಅಜ್ಜನ ಉಪ್ಪೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ದಾಳಿಂಬೆ ನಿನಗಾಗಿ ರಕ್ತ ಸುರಿಸುವುದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಮಳೆಯ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕೈಗಳು ರೈತನ ಭರವಸೆ ತುಂಬುವುದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಗುಬ್ಬಚ್ಚಿಗೂಡಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಬಿಸಿಲೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ನಿನ್ನ ನರದ ನಾಡಿ ಮಿಡಿತ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. 65ಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಬರೆಯಲು ಕರೆಯೋದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಬೀಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮುವ ಚಿಗುರು ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಗುಣವಾಗುತ್ತಿರುವ ಗಾಯವನ್ನು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸೀಳಲು ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಕೊಡುವುದೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. Gaza. Soon, before your next meal, I will lose an ear, some ribs, or my liver will bleed till it becomes a part of the rubble, a part of my neighbor's azan, sister's mangled pelvis, my aunt's nightmare, all buried with my eye, that will pop from a tiny socket. All I ask is, spare me one eye. One eye is all I need to look into the eyes of the soldiers who bomb my...
Para escuchar los ojos del soldado.
And I want to ask him, do children in your country too turn into poems when they die? Do they become words that will be banned from every lip of every human from whispering, Gaza, will you be free ever? When you bomb my home, just spare my mother one finger. One finger is all she needs to tidy my toys driven around with pieces of my legs and look frantically for her husband's lungs screaming our needs. Just spare my father one lung at least, for he dreams of someday going to work like everyone else and breathe freedom. Please spare one tiny foot for my little brother. When he learns to walk, then he will walk all over this land that is soaked so much in blood that tomorrow every river, every sea will be a ruin where your silence will echo forever. Silence. Silence is a slice of sea, a wall of soot, an intimate memory acquiring flesh. Silence is shallow water resting around your ankles. It's the evening light burying into a swallow's nest. Silence is a kiss that hovers over a pond wet and unfinished. Silence is an empty wing that hands out hunger to the mountains. Silence is a door that opens like a book and closes like a poem. This is not a poem. This is not a poem, it's a flesh-filled words that walked out in the curfew. It is fish bones of a song, an envelope without words, tangled knot of burning chinars, surrender of a half-cooked bread, empty blackboards in the school. It is the silence of snow in Gupkar, the fading light in your pupil. This is not a poem. It's a testimony that the bullet found a maternal uncle's madness, the sharpener of forgiveness, in a pellet-ridden eye or a tilted tongue, a periwinkle soaked in prayers. This is not a poem. This is not a poem because who has the time to write a poem to a place that you will never visit? Who has the time to listen to the voices of an empty house? Who has the time to look into the eyes of the people who may disappear tomorrow? Grace. If by chance you forgot, like you usually do, this is not a poem. Girls, not brides. Child marriage are not two words that should be together even in a sentence. Her pelvic cracks a little, just a little, on the first night he breaks into her body. She looks up wide-eyed, confused into his stained teeth, which passes into adulthood, even before she was conceived in her mother's womb. He sucks on her meat, his teeth in her ribs, crushing the temple that would have stood where his hands now smother what looks like an areola ready to bloom when spring arrives. The bride now walks in a plantation dreaming of schools, friends, a library of unread books, lunch boxes to be shared, fights with her brothers, and her mother's helpless gaze from the kitchen. Her small back, broken now, her willowing arms trying to become oars rapidly splashing in the sea on a stormy night. Tired, they give up by dusk and wake up to a sticky field full of minds with a cane in the throat. She is a woman now. While the men wait for harvest from her epiphyral womb that is yet to stick its needle into one piece of human tissue. She's a bride. The purple flower of the a missing daughter, a piece of news that may turn into a documentary, a story in the news that the West will read if they open the right page, an unidentified cold body in the sugarcane field, a missing number in the school register. She's a notebook in the opposing parliamentarians, an illiterate teenage mother, a little girl just like my niece who lies silent in a hospital bed bleeding, a pupil missing from a classroom full of boys flying paper planes, a slave, an economic burden, an epitome of poverty, a dowry that was passed from one hand to another between two adult men. She's family's honor being protected, a prisoner of war. She's this, she's that, she's that, she's this. Everything men can think of, but a little child that she truly is, who dreams one day of becoming a doctor, allied scientist or a teacher, anything but a wife. Gracias.